Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, another easy how-to video, and this one is for another patron, Brian Madden, another long-serving patron as well, Brian. So this one's for you, Brian, and Brian wanted the white stripes you've got her in your pocket. Now, it's not terribly difficult to play, but I am going to simplify it, and then I'll show you how you can build up and play it properly, because I think we can squeeze that into this easy guitar lesson. So, let's crack right on, shall we? So let's start off with the first riff, which is the intro or chorus riff, and I'll play it through for you now. That's it. So you've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chords. So that through again is a bar of D and a bar of G. Then you go to the C, add 9 shape. Then a what is essentially a G chord with a B in the bass. Okay, so it's the first inversion of the G chord. Okay, and those are 2 beats each. Then you've got a bar of A. You'll also hear the sus4 in there, which is just putting your third or second finger on the B string, 3rd fret. Okay, more on that in a second. So, that first riff. A note for those last 3 chords, so from the D, no problem. From the G, leave your 3rd and 4th fingers there. Okay, and then you're going to move to an A. You can play that either by just barring it there or the sort of more traditional method. Depends. Whatever you feel comfortable with. So, a bit of strumming to be added to that, I think, because the actual part is just arpeggiation there, etc. So, that's it. That is the simplest way to play this intro section. So you've got basic chords, you've got a bit of strumming on top. Now, when you go into the next section, from the A chord, you extend that out by another 2 bars. So you stay on the A. So the last time round would be... into the next section. That A minor signifies the next section, so you're just adding another 2 bars of A major there effectively. So the next section, okay, so 2 bars of A minor, then there's a 3/8 notes of G before you change to the D, and then you stay on the D for another bar as well. Okay, so slowly you could play 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. My counting there was probably a bit weird, but anyway, it's 3/8 notes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Better to hear it really than have me counting it out anyway. Now, bit of strumming. Okay, so just... We're pretty close to how Jack's playing it, but towards the end the rhythm does change and he does a little hammer on and pull off. So that in context. okay, which gives it a really, breaks up the phrasing really nicely, basically, when you go from the G to the D and with that fill. But it's all still in 4/4. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, on to the third section and you will see all this miraculously change. Okay, and then this next section, which is the only other section, third section, is 2 bars of C to G with a little, and then another 2 bars of C, F and A. Okay, so let me play that through for you. Into the chorus again, and back into actually picking. So just to go through that third section slowly, 2 bars of C, then to G, say that slowly. Keep your third and fourth fingers on the top strings there because you'll need them for the next G chord, okay? But all you're doing, once you move from the C, so a downstroke and an upstroke, then you're going to play on the chord again, okay? So just play it slowly and build it up. Or leave it out. If you leave it out, easier. Put it in, more authentic, but trickier. And the second half of this phrase goes to an F, to an A, and then you're back into the chorus riff, okay? So let me play it through once more. And I'm playing the A just by bridging my first finger there on the second fret. Now, if you want to sound exactly as per Jack White, then, which I encourage you to do, it's brilliant, brilliant practice and a lovely tune to nail, you can play the chorus section, the intro section, with arpeggiated picking, okay? So the chords are exactly the same, but you're going to play... Okay, that is very straightforward. You're going from the root note, okay, and you're arpeggiating up in pitch and down in pitch, okay, with that rhythm, okay. So it's not straight. Okay, and so moving between the D to the G. Then for the next bit you play. Okay, it's exactly the same chord pattern as before. Now, bear in mind when you're picking these, you're going always from the root note, okay? Now you're not skipping any strings, you're playing from the root note up and down, okay? So, very slowly. So from the G, my third and fourth fingers stay exactly where they are until the A chord comes in, okay? Just makes life a little bit easier. So that's a speed. The second time through, there's a variation between the C to the B, which I mentioned earlier, and that just goes like this. Okay, it's just a very subtle variation in rhythm. So that part would go. that bit. And in the end, that Home Sweet Home part that he sings, it repeats actually at the end. You just play the first part of the C to the B to the A, C to the B to the A. You just repeat that round. I think it's twice. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed that, Brian, and thanks ever so much for supporting the channel, as you have done for a while now, so I do appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. And more to come soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.